Today on Why I Kept It, we're taking a look at Stone Age. Stone Age is a game that's still in my collection because it makes for an excellent introduction to worker placement strategy games. It was always on top of those top gateway game type lists back around 2009 when it first came out, but it's fallen off a bunch of them since, probably because it's out of print. You only have to pay a little bit above retail value to get your hands on a copy, but it's not readily available, so people aren't going to outright recommend it. One of the things I really like about Stone Age is that it's worker placement, but it involves dice as input randomness. That tends to take the edge off for players. When they sit down at the table, and if they're vaguely familiar with board games, they may be intimidated by the word worker placement. If they have no idea about strategy board games, they don't even know what that means, but they see that many pieces on the table, they start to have that intimidation factor creep up. Letting them roll dice does take the edge off a little bit. It's also got a cool theme and lends itself to some pretty cool components, which I'll show off for you. You get to roll those dice with an awesome leather cup. This is probably one of my favorite components in any game. Also, the first player marker is this awesome looking caveman dude. I always like to tell myself that he's actually like 15 feet tall due to the strange scale there, but I don't think he really is. It's just my weird imagination. The meeples are cool little caveman, like hairy loincloth wearing dudes. And you've got your player board, which this all goes on, does help as a handy reference. You can start to collect your workers here, gives you reference costs for all the units, and your various cards and tiles you collect that generate points will all start to sort here and stack up, and you can add the points more easily at the end of the game. So it is not that hard to get someone rolling into Stone Age. That brings to mind Stone Age Junior, or My First Stone Age, which won the Kinderspiel des Jahres award this past year. That's a really good kids game, and I'm going to keep Stone Age around even more just because I want to be able to transition kids who have taken some time to play the kid version, and they get that curiosity spike to say, I want to try the grown-up version. So one more reason to keep Stone Age around. I think it'll be coming back into print, so keep your eyes out. There's an expansion, but I've never tried it. Game is just good. Doesn't need any more added to it. It's also a really good option if you want to show people that strategy games could go a little deeper. This is a game where you have to feed your workers, and that kind of turns people off a bit. They get very nervous about having enough food at the end of the turn. There's an alternate strategy which can work very effectively in Stone Age called the starvation strategy, where you just don't feed anybody. You just let them starve. You take all the negative points, and then you slingshot your way to victory at the end. That's not something people will think if they're not very experienced with board games. After a couple plays, you can show them that, and it will open their mind. They will start to think outside the box. So that's Stone Age. It's on my shelf, and it's staying there. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Again, I'll be at BGGCon this week, so if you hit that subscribe button or follow me on YouTube, you're going to get access to a couple live streams I'll do throughout the week. There may be some hot new games there. I'll just show off the general scene of the convention. It's going to be a great time. Hope you get to participate from the internet. Until then, I'll see you around.